One of the first people I interviewed was Alvy Ray Smith, a charismatic Texan with a Ph.D. in computer science and a sparkling resume that included teaching stints at New York University and UC Berkeley and a gig at Xerox PARC, the distinguished R&D lab in Palo Alto. I had conflicting feelings when I met Alvy because, frankly, he seemed more qualified to lead the lab than I was. I can still remember the uneasiness in my gut, that instinctual twinge spurred by a potential threat. This, I thought, could be the guy who takes my job one day. I hired him anyway. Some might have seen hiring Alvy as a confident move. The truth is, as a 29-year-old who'd been focused on research for 4 years and had never had an assistant, let alone hired and managed a staff, I was feeling anything but confident. I could see, however, that NYIT was a place where I could explore what I'd set out to do as a graduate student. To ensure that it succeeded, I needed to attract the sharpest minds. To attract the sharpest minds, I needed to put my own insecurities away. The lesson of ARPA had lodged in my brain. When faced with a challenge, get smarter. So we did. Alvy would become one of my closest friends and most trusted collaborators, and ever since I've made a policy of trying to hire people who are smarter than I am. The obvious payoffs of exceptional people are that they innovate, excel, and generally make your company, and by extension you, look good. But there is another, less obvious payoff that only occurred to me in retrospect. The act of hiring Alvy changed me as a manager. By ignoring my fear, I learned that the fear was groundless. Over the years, I have met people who took what seemed the safer path and were the lesser for it. By hiring Alvy, I had taken a risk, and that risk yielded the highest reward: a brilliant, committed teammate. I had wondered in graduate school how I could ever replicate the singular environment of the U of U. Now suddenly I saw the way. Always take a chance on better, even if it seems threatening.